the house. I bought my house in 23 and I had like a 9% rate.
Oh,
So I just refied like 2 months ago.
You were all in. You were like, I'm going. I like.
Well, it was a good deal.
Yeah.
Nobody was making offers on it.
Yeah.
I gave them a low ball offer and they
You
ignored
got
me.
a pool and everything. I think I've seen your house on. Yeah, that thing's sick.
Yeah, they called me back a few weeks later. At first, they were like, "No, come up to this price or no," and I said, "I'm not interested. I don't care."
And they're like, Kendall, can we talk about that?
No,
we
for real.
really didn't mean like fuck off. We actually meant like come on over and talk about a deal.
Just kidding, Kendall.
Yeah, I think 3 weeks later they called me and they were like, "Hey, so are you still interested?" And I was like, "At the offer I submitted." They're like, "Yeah, we're interested."
Wow.
I was like, "Oh shit, now I gotta buy a house."
Yeah, right. We're back, another episode of the High Stakes Deals podcast. I'm your host, Brandon Locascio, and I've got Clooney, aka Mr. Foster, here in the studio today.
How you doing, everybody?
And we are joined by none other than Kendell Angeles, the fucking real estate rock star, the mortgage expert, and all around cool guy. So exactly. Like he's like, that's hell of an intro.
Yeah. No, thanks for having me, guys. I'm really happy to be here.
Dude, how long have we been trying to make this happen?
Over a year,
right?
Over a year.
Wow.
I feel like Kendall was about to like stop like getting, looking at my DMs or responding to my messages.
You were
He was like, "Will you shut the fuck up?"
Yeah,
for a
you were
second?"
getting kind of spammy. I'm not gonna lie.
I literally was. I mean, I was gonna start sending postcards to his house.
Was he stalking you? Yeah.
I feel like I'm pretty easy to stalk, but no, it's cool. I just I don't know. I wanted this to feel right, and I think it's the right time.
Good.
Dude, I love it. And you made the trek up. You made the trek up to Zombieville.
I did.
Right in the heart of Hollywood, baby.
As soon as I got off the 101, I was like, zombies.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
Great. Happy to be in LA.
It's a shame we don't get that down in Orange County and Inland Empire, you know?
What?
I mean, a little zombie action once in a while. It add a little sizzle to the mix,
you don't really see that in Orange County.
There's a little bit, but it's rare.
Yeah.
It's rare.
Yeah, it's rare.
Yeah.
It's kind of a common thing in LA. I can attest
I'm ready
to
for
that.
it, though.
Oh, you are?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, well.
I actually welcome it.
Oh,
well, Greg is
I've
too.
been
If real estate
preparing.
doesn't work out, he'll be out there on the corner with some signs and stuff. So, you know, he's
It'd
got
be
a few
fun
in
because
mind.
maybe we'll get caught on the video and it'll be like George Clooney and and Kendall are shooting zombies.
AKA the zombie boys.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Well, no, man, listen, I mean, I appreciate you being here today. I've been following you for a long time. You know, Greg asked me today, he was like, yeah, how do you know Kendall? And I'm like, I know him the same way like a lot of people that come on the show.
Yeah.
We had the social media connection, been following you, watching all the cool shit you're doing, the Porsches, the guns, the real estate, the mortgage. And so I was like, dude, got to have him on, got to talk shop. And so.
Yeah, like mind.
Yeah.
We think alike.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, 100%. Hopefully we think like Greg too. He's kind of the oddball. I don't know. We'll see. Or hopefully he thinks a little more like us.
Of course, I think
Mr.
exactly
Clooney.
like, or you guys think exactly like
I've
me.
seen a few episodes and I feel like Greg gets picked on a little bit. I don't know why that is.
Yeah.
It's like the co-host,
Kendall. You're like Robin. You're like Robin.
I'm gonna have my own podcast at some point, but I may be dead by
in your basement somewhere.
Yeah.
Man.
When you move out of LA,
So
I'll help you. I'll be on the show.
Yeah, exactly. So Kendall, for those that don't know, they're tuning in right now. Break down real quick, high level. What do you do? What have you been up to? You know, we'll jump into some topics here, but you know, give us a little high level.
What I do is I do real estate. Yeah. Real estate and mortgage lending. That's my career.
Okay. 100%. And how long you been doing that?
6 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And what made you want to get into real estate mortgage?
Well, I used to work corporate America.
Okay.
So I used to work for Walmart in the state of Arkansas.
Wow. And that's where they're that's where they're based.
Yeah, they're based in Arkansas. So if you ever see the trucks, it says Bentonville, Arkansas right there. And I'm always like, shout out Arkansas.
There you go.
How did you pick that job up, Kendall?
I didn't pick it. I went to La Sierra University and I majored in accounting. Yeah. So that's my degree.
Oh, okay.
But we did a business entrepreneur competition and my school won in 2016. And there was Fortune 500 companies there. So I was already in talks with them because there was like regional, national competition. So I had a track record with them. And they gave me a job offer and I had to take it.
And
wow. And that must have been a big move because you grew up here in SoCal and then all of a sudden you're going to Arkansas.
Wasn't that a big
I mean, a flyover state. Most of us who live in SoCal have never, you know, it's like, I've been to Miami, New York, and California, you know.
I had no idea where it was.
Yeah.
Like, it's funny because I'm from San Diego. So when you mention Arkansas, I remember asking the recruiter, like, is that like in the middle? Like, you know, I just think,
are there tornadoes there?
Yeah. Well, I asked them that. I said, what is that next to? And they were like, do you know where Texas is? And I was like, yeah, it's like in the middle on the bottom.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, like
in the
north.
middle.
Keep going.
Like north to the east of that. I was like, all right, whatever, right? But I had no idea. I had no idea where I was going.
Wow. So you flew over there, and then what was your position or role? What were you doing?
Technical project manager.
Okay.
Yeah.
So were you opening stores, or you were managing inventory, or you were dealing with receivables, or
I was managing.
I'm throwing shit out there.
Yeah. No, I mean, look, I worked in tech, so we did all of that, right?
Okay.
Cybersecurity and all that. I worked in app development. Okay. So I handled a few teams. All of the apps that Walmart makes are in-house. So when you see people working and they're like on a device at a Walmart store, they have in-house apps that we create at Walmart Tech.
Oh, wow.
So I did OS, Android, front end, back end, all of that.
You know, and that's kind of rare to me because a lot of people kind of fall into the category of either being more engineer mindset, more technical mindset, right, on this side of things, or they're like more extroverted sales people person. Seems like you do both because obviously you transitioned over to more this side at some point. But was that hard initially for you to be in that role, or are you just one of those guys that can kind of do either or?
I mean, that job specifically was managing others.
Okay.
Right?
So it was the people element a little bit.
Is the people element of it. Like, I have to manage expectations from the business side.
You weren't sitting like 24 hours a day and typing on, doing code.
No, I wasn't coding.
Yeah, okay.
But the guy I was working with was.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm behind him looking at him writing code, being like, when?
I need more code, Johnny. Hurry up.
Like,
more code.
Give me more code.
Yeah, like,
you're not going home
when is
more
this
code.
coming? Like, when we need it, you know. So that was my job.
And how long were you there for?
3 years.
You were there 3 years.
3 years.
Yeah. And then you said, peace, I'm out, or what? Or what happened?
It was just like that. Yeah. I basically flipped them off.
Fuck you. You're cool. I'm out.
Yeah,
Really.
Exactly. I was just telling.
Did you
I was just
have a
talking
bad
about
experience or something at the end, or?
It wasn't a bad experience. Look, I have a personality.
Yeah.
Right. And my personality is very. I would say it's my way or the highway, and I don't want to do something I don't want to do. I just won't. So with corporate America, I quickly learned that type of spirit of competitive, strong-headed, willpower, you meet a lot of resistance.
Yeah, I would assume.
Because
there's always someone above you and some other ass you got to kiss, and this guy doesn't want you doing this.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm coming out of college, like, I don't, $60K salary, nobody, that was me. So I came from a school that I just won a championship with. Like, I was on fire, dude.
Yeah.
And I let everybody know that.
Yeah.
You met me in Arkansas, and they were like, where are you from? Like, where are you from?
And it was La Sierra, is that what you were saying earlier?
Yeah.
Okay.
But people there were very much like, he's not from here. Like, where is he from?
Yeah.
He's different.
I could see you probably wouldn't fit in that well in Arkansas. I don't think I would either, or at least you would stand out. I'm not saying you wouldn't fit in, but people would know you're not from there.
Yeah.
Like, okay, picture this, right? In college, I had an apartment like a block away from the school. And back then, hoverboards were like super cool. Remember those hoverboards? You would like get on and do flips and all that. Yeah. I would ride one into the school business every day. And that was just me. Like, I was just like, hey, what's up?
Fucking California boy. Here he comes again on his hoverboard.
Yeah, exactly. So when I got to Arkansas, I had a longboard.
Okay.
And at Walmart, it's a huge parking lot. Like, it's a big building. Like, you got to walk 10, 15 minutes to get to your cubicle, like that.
Wow.
Damn. So I just was like, screw that. I'm going to get on my longboard. So I had pink Vans, skinny jeans, and a longboard walking into corporate.
Yeah, you definitely
America.
were blending out over there. Yeah. You were definitely blending out over there.
I had you last 3 years, Kendall.
Yeah. That's a great question. I asked myself that too, but I'm glad I did because I really squeezed it. Like, meaning for myself to see if I liked it, could do it or not.
Yeah. You have to experience it.
So exactly. when you decided you were going to leave, before the fuck you, I'm out situation, did you already have real estate in mind or mortgage in mind? Or no, you were just like, I'm rolling back to California. I'm going to figure it out from there.
Yes and no. Real estate was not on my mind at all. Becoming a business or doing something for myself was. Yeah. And that started while I got that job.
And this would have been what? 2018, 2019?
So I started with Walmart in August of 2016.
Right. And so when you were leaving, it was probably 2019?
It was the end of 2018.
I gotcha.
Oh, the end of 2018.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
That's when I left.
Yeah.
But when I was checked out was probably
a year That's a different story.
A year before that, for sure.
Yeah.
I intentionally tried to get fired. They wouldn't fire me.
Yeah.
Wow. What were you doing to try to get fired? Anything?
The bare minimum.
The bare minimum.
Yeah. What's that? The Office. The show The Office. Yeah.
We need this report by Friday. How's next Tuesday?
Yeah. It's like, I'm going to go get a coffee.
Yeah.
I'm going to go get Krispy Kreme donuts and I'm going to take an hour and a half lunch break.
Oh, man.
And I'm going to go check out the new arcade
room. And they wouldn't fire you, huh?
Like
so what? So initially you just had to quit?
Well, I had a house. And that's how my whole journey into real estate started, by the way. I bought a house in Arkansas while I was there.
Wow.
And then I sold it. And when I was finally like, this is the date it'll sell, that's when I quit.
So how much, for people that are watching, how much does a house cost in 2016 in Arkansas that you're buying to be close to
it's
the
a
Walmart?
joke.
Let's
If I say it now, it's a joke here in California. So when I moved there and I got the house, it was January 2017. It was a new build in a developed community.
Okay.
It was just like one of those lots that was empty in the middle of houses. It cost $205.
Wow.
$205.
Can you imagine?
And what'd you sell it for?
$230.
Okay, so just a little bit more.
Yeah, a little bit more in a year and a half.
But you made some. Oh,
Yeah.
listen, that's pretty good.
No,
Yeah.
Made
Well,
some
that's
money.
why I bought
You
it.
didn't lose money, yeah.
No, I didn't lose money.
Yeah.
And I had a place all to myself. It was
To
a
yourself.
4-bedroom house. Like,
Damn.
yeah, it's cool.
You're balling out over
205.
there in Arkansas.
Balling out.
Yeah.
At least I thought, you know.
Yeah.
So then you do what? So you decide you're going back to California. You put that house up for sale.
Yeah, well, I decided I was done with corporate America.
Yeah. So you're like, peace, I'm out.
Yeah, but then the question becomes, well, what am I going to do?
Yeah.
Right? But always, like, I would stay up every night thinking, like, I got to do something for myself. Like, I want to do my own business. I don't know. Maybe I can come help my dad in his business. Maybe I can help my mom in her business. I don't know. I was just like constantly staying up at night thinking, like, what the hell am I going to do?
Yeah.
And I thought about accounting, going back to it,
Okay.
but I did a little bit of that, like internship wise. I did audits and those kinds of things, and it was just very, very dull.
Yeah.
Couldn't do it. So I didn't want to do that. I wanted to do something for myself.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
that. And then so you get out to California.
Yeah, I
back
finally
to
decided
California.
to sell the house. I drove back to California. It took me 3 days to get here in my Corolla, all stacked
There we
up
go.
to the top.
Like you just
It was fun. It was cool.
Yeah.
And then I started working with my dad. So my dad has a plant nursery in San Diego.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
I was working with him, for him, for about 6 months. And then, yeah, me and my dad have very strong personalities.
Yeah. Oh, you do.
So we kind of
Dude,
Clash.
I hear
Clash a
that.
little
I
bit.
hear that, man.
Yeah.
I started working out in real estate with my dad, and we still do a lot of stuff together. He helps
good.
with some flips and things, but it was funny. I just remember we'd gotten this office and, this newer, like, resale office, and I'm in there planning out where my office is going to go and his and all these things, and people were going to hire, and he comes in and he's just like, no, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do this. And it was like the first time where I was like,
Yep.
all right, motherfucker, I'm leaving. Then I had the same Walmart experience.
I'm
I was
surprised
like,
you lasted
I gotta
that long
go.
with him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was I didn't really last very long. So
That's
now
funny.
we're best friends. We do work together, like do deals
Yeah.
together, stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, sometimes like this, it's too tough.
Yeah,
when
I love
you're
my
too strong
dad, but you get
personalities.
it. It's
Yeah.
like at some point you're like, I don't know about this.
Yeah.
But I had sold the house in Arkansas and I made some money.
You had some
When I
cash.
had that check is when I was like, real estate? I don't
Yeah.
know.
Oh, I
like
see.
that's where that thought came from.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I initially thought real estate meant just being a realtor. I had no idea. And it's funny, I do loans, right? I do
Yeah.
mortgage loans.
Yeah.
I had no idea what kind of loan I had. I don't know what percentage I have. I can't tell you. I think it was a conventional.
Right.
Okay.
Now,
Do you
looking
remember
back,
what you put down? Like percentage wise? Was it 20%
It was
or 10 or 5?
5%.
Oh, 5%?
5%. So I would say it's conventional.
Yeah.
But I think it was a 5% down. I don't know what rate. I
Wow.
have to find an old statement from
Yeah,
that's
2016.
funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Wow.
I didn't know. So I had no idea that real estate involved mortgages, even though I had one,
Right.
which is funny because now I feel like everybody's really well versed
In
in
mortgages.
loans. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
become a thing, right?
Yeah.
Right. Especially with social media becoming bigger and people
Yes.
kind of get educated on that kind of thing,
Yeah.
And everybody's lately been hoping that, rates are going to come down, which I know we're going to talk about a little bit, where we think rates might go. I'm hoping
Yeah.
you brought the crystal ball today so you can
Yeah.
tell us,
If I had a crystal ball,
you're like,
I
come
wouldn't
on.
be here.
Yeah, exactly. You'd be on the jet somewhere flying over us.
I'd be like, Brandon.
Yeah,
I'm just
right.
kidding.
Flipping us off. Fucking peons
I
down
got
there.
no time for Brandon.
But that's what started me thinking I should get into real estate, selling that house and making money off of it.
Right.
Nice.
So you were working for your dad for 6 months, and that started clashing. So
Mhm.
then, what was the next step after that?
The next step was I went to get Starbucks with a close friend of mine, and I was just like, bro, I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do. Like, I'm just freaking out,
Right.
And he had already gotten his DRE, his
Oh,
real estate license.
Yeah.
okay.
He got it, and so he was like, "Well, you've been talking about real estate." Like, I'm like, "Yeah, but I don't know what to do. It's just like I'm an accounting major." Like, I started having all these conflicting thoughts.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if I should do that. Plus, it's sales. Like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't think of myself as somebody in sales. But I decided to say, fine, okay. I Googled it. Like, at the time, I was following some people on social media that looked like they were doing really good,
Oh,
and
yeah.
they were in real estate, which is where I was like, all right, well, let me see what they do. And then I started finding out that they do mortgages.
Mm.
So I literally went to Google. I said, how to become a mortgage loan originator.
Mm-hmm.
And it said you needed the MLS, yada, yada, 20 hours, whatever. So I signed up for a class.
Yeah.
I did that. Then I signed up for the test and I passed it.
Mm-hmm.
So I had the NMLS license, but I had never worked anywhere or even knew where to go.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Interesting.
Well, so then where was the first place you landed?
It's such a funny story.
Come on.
Look, I attribute a lot of my connections and like even where I'm at today to just meeting the right people at the right time.
Yeah.
And I'm a huge believer in that. Like if you meet the right people and you work with good people, you can get far.
You are.
Was it the Mortgage Guys? Was that the first place you went? Was that's what I want to know. Come on, can we just drop that fucking bomb already?
Yeah.
Where did you go?
Okay, so
how did you get there?
I started my career at the Mortgage Guys.
And where are they, Kendall? They're out in
West Hollywood.
They're in West Hollywood.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I started my career there, but it was very unconventional the way I got started there.
Yeah.
Basically, I was following people that work there on Instagram. And I was just like, and I just want to meet these people. And I want to ask them, like, how can I get started? You know, like, I don't know anything. But I'm not a dumbass. Like, I got a degree. I was working here. Like, I helped small business. Like, what do you need me to do? Like, I was just like, teach me. Somebody help me.
Yeah.
So I ended up going to a party where they were all at. And I treated it like a resume. Like, I'm going to shake hands and meet people and tell them what I want to do and see if it works.
Yeah.
And it did. Wow. I met the right people. I met Eli. I met his brother. And he was like, hey, I think you're sharp. I think you would do great. Yeah. Why don't you come to the next meeting and then we'll help. And so that's how I got started. Yeah.
Wow. Now is Eli one of Albert's like main guys or no? Or how are they set up over there?
At the time, yes. He was one of the top loan officers there.
Wow.
But I learned from them, from Eli and his brother.
How much business were they doing when you got there, roughly?
Not a lot, but obviously
thanks to social media and everything, they kind of
the rates came down and it just got crazy.
That's true. Went to a whole refi boom.
So I started officially. I started like August of 2019.
Okay.
2019.
Yeah.
What were rates at that moment? 2019, 2020. Were they 4%?
Oh, I mean, they were heading lower than that, right? I mean, because we got down to.
Well, that after COVID.
Yeah, of course. After COVID, they got way low. But at the time, they probably were 4%. Yeah.
I don't know. You would know. I wasn't in real estate.
Yeah. Greg, get your chart out, okay?
Yeah. So I don't know what they were at, but I just know that I started learning, and it took a while for it to click.
Yeah.
I would say. And it's funny because like that first year of real estate, everybody thinks, and a lot of people want to join real estate because they think they're gonna make money.
Yeah.
You probably won't.
They see all the fancy shit, the people on social media, the big cars.
Anybody that asks me, I tell them straight up, like, hey, if you really want to do this, you have to commit, and it's gonna take 6 to 12 months before you see a dollar.
100%.
So what was, when you started over there, Kendall, what was your day like? I mean, what were you doing?
Shadowing. Listening to calls,
banging on the phones.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't.
Because I didn't to other people.
I didn't have clients like that. You know, right. I didn't have leads like that. But I was listening. How the conversation would go. Yeah. Then obviously learning the back end and the boring work about it. But really, it was me just shadowing people.
Yeah. How much time did Albert give his people over there? Is he, you know, I see him get on social media. He does his rah. I see him driving the Ferrari up and down Sunset, and he's got his shirt off at the gym or something, and you know, he's got his keto, his fucking champagne or something, you know. But how much time is he actually spending in there, you know, on the work, on the business? Is he around?
On loans?
On loans, on real estate. Yeah, let's talk about loans. Yeah.
I didn't learn anything
from Albert.
Loan related.
Okay.
From Albert. What I learned was more social media.
Okay.
Marketing.
Yeah.
That type of thing.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So the work I learned from Eli and John Delgado, but everything that relates to loans and even real estate, I did not learn from Albert. No.
Dude, he's a funny guy, Albert. He reminds me a little bit of like the Wolf of Wall Street guy. Like, you know, I imagine him getting up and shaking the fucking, you know, champagne and doing these crazy meetings. And, you know, just because I see him on the social media, I've never actually, you know, personally interacted with him.
But he's the face. He's the face, right? Or is that wrong?
He definitely is. He's a personality.
Yeah, personality.
Look, I honestly, I know Albert. I like him a lot. And I learned a lot
you got to qualify what you're about to say with that.
I got to qualify what I'm about to say.
But Albert's already pissed
if you were ever around a kid that was not like very confident in his own skin in high school, and then somehow comes across some money, that personality comes out even more. That's how I would describe him.
Okay.
Interesting.
Which is cool. Yeah. But like, I've always been very confident in my own skin. whether I'm a nerd, whether I'm a jock, whether I'm a mix of whatever, right? All of the things that I like are me, and I own that.
Yeah.
I'm very confident. I would attribute that to my parents.
Yeah.
But somebody that's not, they're looking for validation through things, through attitude, through personality, through items like materialistic.
The big watch, the Ferrari. Yeah.
That's where I would say that comes from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
So bottom line is, did he rub you the wrong way or what? Were you an Albert fan?
Well, no, but just when I left, I didn't like the way he handled that, because I lost a lot of agents just because don't work with him. Well, why? Like, I just left. I don't like it.
So you lost agents that didn't want to send their loans to you because you were
Couldn't.
there? Couldn't.
Not that they didn't want to.
They couldn't.
I'm great at what I do.
They couldn't because Albert said, I don't want them fucking sending their business here? Or, wow.
Correct. Yeah, don't work with him. He's gone. He's blacklisted. He's this, he's that, all the shit.
Oh, okay. So that's how you run it.
Which is a lie and fine. And they just would talk to me and I would tell them that.
Yeah. Were these also agents that were affiliated with the Mortgage Guys or Ambiance Realty?
They worked.
Then they left to some other companies. Like, fuck them. They're at Keller Williams or wherever. Don't do their loans anymore. Is that, I mean, more or less kind of thing?
That's exactly it. They were at Ambiance, and because I'm no longer with the Mortgage Guys, don't send me business because I'm a piece of shit.
Wow.
I'm a liar, whatever. I just left.
Wow.
Because I didn't like my split, and I saw behind the curtains. This is a circus act. I'm out.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why.
So was the whole atmosphere over there just kind of weird, or was it just
No, it's not weird. It's just fake. It's superficial. It's hey, how are you doing this month? How are you doing this month? Well, he's better than you. And so now I'm competing against him, and it's like, but I like you. Like, we're cool. Like, you should help each other.
Yeah.
Instead of fight each other. But it created that, like, I don't know, what's the crabs in a bucket type of thing.
Yeah. Everyone's trying to get on top
you're
of
pulling each other down because you're trying to be better than the next guy just for approval and validation.
Wow. It's
That's
I mean,
a terrible
look,
environment.
Being an outsider looking in, I mean, again, I don't know Albert. Obviously, it looks like he's built something pretty successful. I don't know the inner workings of it, and from what you're saying, it sounds like there's some interesting inner workings. But I guess that goes with the territory sometimes.
Yeah, I wish him the best today, especially today. But yeah, it was a great place to learn, I would say.
Yeah,
because I met the right people. For sure.
Okay, good connections there.
Yeah.
And how many people were working there when you were there? I mean, was there like 20, 30?
When I started, it was like 8 of us.
Wow. Yeah. Well, right when they went into the big office, there was only that was a big.
No.
Oh, okay. Before they went.
When I started in 2019, there was like 8
across
people.
The street. Yeah.
Those 8 people, which were the people I learned from, really did a hell of a job. I'm saying, like, working day and night, growing the business.
Who else do I follow that's over? Like Patty and I think you mentioned John and I don't know, a bunch of other people.
Yeah, I would attribute a lot of the growth that the Mortgage Guys had to Eli and John. Yeah.
Nice.
Because they were the people that actually knew how to do the business and train others.
And are they still there?
When they showed me, oh God, no.
They're gone.
No, everybody's gone.
Everybody
you just said is gone.
Wait, Eli and who's his? Eli and who? They work as a team, don't they?
His brother's John Delgado.
Oh, Eli and John. No, I'm thinking of the other guys that
you're thinking of Mike.
I'm thinking of the 2 dudes that are really flashy.
That's his partner.
That had the fucking Ferrari that's fucking wrapped. Who is that?
Mike.
That's Mike?
Mike Viscara is his partner.
Okay.
Yeah. So
okay.
And
they're in Cucamonga, no?
They're in Rancho.
Rancho? Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah.
Good, great people.
Yeah.
But,
they seem cool.
But Eli and John were the ones that really grew that company.
Yeah.
Wow.
And grew me as an individual. And then we were killing it. We're making a lot of noise. So we attracted a lot of people to join.
Were you guys getting a lot of business just from being at the company? Like as far as their leads or the social media that was coming in?
The social media helped. Like I definitely grew my following significantly because of that during that time. Not that I didn't have one, but it just became bigger.
Yeah.
More people knew me. Like, I think that's why we connected.
Yeah. 100%. Yeah. I'm sure, because I saw you were doing stuff with them and.
Right. So it gave me more visibility.
Yeah.
But then from there,
How important is visibility in this day and age, you think, in business?
I think it's very important. Like I said, I've met the right people through social media.
Yeah.
I would say. But I also don't like showing too much or losing the privacy aspect of it. And I've learned that over time.
Yeah, that's the tough thing about social media because you want to be out there, you want to be authentic, you want to even show some of the bad days with the good, and and then obviously we've been in a very political environment and just different things. We were sort of talking about that earlier.
Yep.
But it's interesting because sometimes you need to figure out where to draw the line. And I've kind of gotten to the point now that I'm 38, I've been in real estate for 20 years and we're doing well with our own business and all our apartments and everything. Where I kind of have a little bit more of a fuck it attitude now, like I feel like 10 or 15 years ago, I was much more worried that maybe a client was going to do business with us or someone was going to pull a deal or whatever. And now we're kind of just like, whatever, like we're who we are.
Yeah.
And if they don't like me or they don't like Clooney, like fuck them, like, and by the way, because really at the end of the day, we believe in what we're doing, and we know that we're good guys, and we know that we're honest. We take care of and we take care of our clients, we take care of our investors.
But that's a fine line. It's like you're going to offend some people, but then you say to yourself, as you develop your personality online and stuff like that, you have to be more authentic because your authenticity comes through.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if I'm trying to, fake it or something like that, that's not authentic. And I don't think it's going to go anywhere. It's not sustainable. But I don't know. What are your thoughts?
To that point of authenticity, I think that's something that could be felt, especially when you're in front of somebody. It's a little hard to feel that online.
Of course.
But I think that is the reason I have the relationships I have today.
Yeah.
Because I'm authentic, and sometimes that's a little brash, a little harsh, a
little too authentic or what?
a little mean. I'm like that with the people that I trust, but I think that creates a good relationship.
I think so too. Yeah. I mean, people aren't stupid. They can tell if you're being real.
Well, people are stupid.
Yeah. So let's not give people too much credit.
Half of them are.
On the way here, I was like, stupid person. Oh my God, traffic. Anyway, sorry. See that? That's me.
We're gonna get some comments on this one. But anyways, you're right.
Has it been hard though to like just on your social media journey, on your getting to events and networking, like to put yourself out there? Because again, you came from, to me, you seem like someone who's always had that outgoing personality and that salesperson probably deep down. But again, because you kind of started off in business, not in that.
Yeah.
But now you're putting yourself out there. Do you ever have those times where like the self-doubt or the imposter syndrome or like, hey, am I going to say some stupid shit right now?
All the time.
Okay.
All the time.
What advice do you have for someone if they're thinking about the same thing and they should be out there being, promoting their business, promoting their brand, but they're so worried about how they're going to sound or what they're going to say.
Right.
Well, at the end of the day, I look at it this way. Do they pay my bills? Do somebody's opinions cover my expenses, or does it even help my life? If the answer is no, then I shouldn't think about them, right?
Yeah.
Easier said than done.
Yeah.
But I would say I come from, the accounting school. I was very more like quiet, reserved to myself. But over time, I've become more extroverted.
Yeah.
I have both sides, but it's something that you can develop. So if you're not outgoing, you can learn how to be more outgoing.
Yeah.
It may drain you.
Yeah.
But
you get home
can do
after
it.
a long day, you're just like, I don't want to talk to anybody.
I feel that way all the time. So people may think like, oh, Kendall's like this, like that. No, you see that.
Yeah.
But I'm not like that. So I definitely.
What do you want to do in your free time? Just drive the fast cars and shoot guns or what?
In
just
my free
fucking
time,
chill?
dude, I love to do what I want to do. And those are like my hobbies. Like if you follow me and you know me, I'm like a total nerd for Pokemon. I like anime shit. Like right now I'm super into Demon Slayer. It's so fucking
I don't even know what Demon Slayer is. I think I know something about anime.
It's so cool.
And Pokemon too, by the way. Like I was thinking about this the other day when I was telling you the Uber driver was mentioning this to me. And I started thinking, I was like,
random conversation.
Right.
Uber driver, the guy from 7-Eleven.
Yeah, literally. I'm having a Slurpee next to the guy we're talking about the meaning of life. But, over a couple Slim Jims. Yeah. But seriously, when he brought up the Pokemon and all these like buying and selling the cards, I was thinking, well, fuck, I'm 38. I swear I remember being like, in middle school or high school when Pokemon first hit the scene.
You left a lot of money.
And I'm like, damn, it's still, And so now I'm doing the math. I'm like, has this shit been appreciating the whole fucking time?
Absolutely.
Really?
Wow.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm a fan. Like the money side of it's cool. And right now I'm getting some cards graded, so we'll see what comes back.
Yeah.
Right. But I'm just a fan. So fun things like I love Pokemon anime. I love cars, Formula One. I love guns.
Yeah.
I'm really into that right now. I'm buying guns, a lot of guns.
Yeah, you like to go out there and target practice. And
I'm actually taking courses. Yeah, I'm doing a shotgun course right now. It's so cool. So that's what I'm saying. Whenever you're ready, dude.
What's the range that Prado?
Yeah, we go to Prado.
Yeah, we went to Prado a few times.
I was just there. Yeah.
Oh, I love Prado.
Yeah. Really so when I have my time, I like to be me and just do what I want to do.
Just chill.
And family. I'm really close to my mom, my brother.
I was going to say, I see you always posting your mom and your brother. You guys are always taking trips and shit. So
my mom loves trips. I blame her.
I feel like you're always on a trip with your mom. I mean, if you're not working, I always see you doing something with her. That's cool.
Yeah. Well, I mean, for me, definitely lean towards my mom's side. I'm like a mama's boy, you know? But I definitely want to treat her as best as possible.
Nice.
That's cool.
So if I do well, I want her to have some things and take a trip.
Good for you.
Go shopping, go eat. She loves dinners.
Where
I
does
love
she like
dinners.
to go? Like California?
Oh, Mexico.
Oh, she likes
Mexico. Yeah, like Cabo, Cancun, Puerto Vallarta.
Oh, wow.
Like she was telling me, like, well, I can't believe we didn't take a trip this month. I'm like, sorry, mom, I'm kind of busy. Like, and I tell her, I'm like, you can go, and I'll meet you there for a few days.
Yeah.
That's recently what we've been doing. She'll be gone for like a week, and I'll show up for the weekend.
So Greg's never been to Cabo. We were just talking about this because I've been down there a few times, and dude, I love Cabo. I mean, it's such a great time. I love Mexico. I mean, growing up in SoCal, you know, as soon as we were 18, going across the border into TJ and Ensenada and Rosarito, and you know, that's like exactly. But Cabo's, I want to go to Mexico City though. That's what I really want to check out. You know,
Mexico City is busy. It's populated.
Yeah,
I would say it's like kind of like an LA. Sure, it's a little dangerous. Yeah.
Well, someone was saying earlier today that there's like some travel warnings right now for.
Absolutely.
I mean, I guess there kind of probably always is, but especially right now with the crackdown on the cartels, they're saying even in the resort towns, be a little careful. And actually, we were going to go. I was going to go in the next month. Now I'm kind of like, I don't.
If you're not like with somebody that knows the area, I would definitely be cautious.
Well, see, the problem is every time I go to Cabo, you know, we start off just fucking chilling at the resort. Everything's chill. And then we get fucked up one day and we're like, we're going to town. Woo! You know, bouncing around all these places. And it's like middle of the night. I'm like, where the fuck am I? I got to get down. There's a donkey over here. And, you know, he's got a
new tattoo in the morning.
I got tattooed. No, real story. One of the times I was in Mexico, I literally wake up back in Murrieta. And my chest was all sore, and I was, I must have been drugged or drugged myself or something probably. But I wake up, my chest's all sore. I'm like, what the fuck? And I pull up my shirt, and my nipples were pierced. And I was like, oh god. So then I start thinking,
was this before or after he got married?
This is before.
Okay,
that would be a different story. Exactly. And I'm like, God damn it. So yeah, I mean, I guess what happens in Mexico stays in Mexico sometimes. But I don't know, I think my wild Mexico days are over. I just want to go to the beach and chill out a little bit.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think you're doing it right, by the way, especially because before marriage, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, but I just like being myself, doing my own thing, being in control of my time, and that's why I like real estate and mortgage lending because it is your own. You can make your own schedule. So, you can work all day, you can work all night, or you can take a day off.
So do you primarily work from home, or do you go into an office?
Both.
Okay.
It just depends.
Split the schedule.
Yeah, recently I've been in the office a lot more. Yeah. But the prior 2 years I was working from home.
Okay.
So where are you now, Kendall? What is the office?
I'm at the mortgage lenders. They're in Rancho Cucamonga. Well, they have offices in a lot of places, but Rancho Cucamonga.
Okay. Yeah. And is that affiliated with any of the guys that used to be at the other place or no?
Affiliated.
I mean, not affiliated, but I mean, are the same guys that used to be over at the other shop?
Well, yeah, I'm actually working with some people that I learned from, like John Delgado.
Oh, okay.
So we're working together, and I'm really excited.
That's awesome, man. And you just went there, right? You were telling us right before we started. Is this the new announcement? Like you just hit the spot over there, or what?
Yeah, this could be the new. This could be the
new announcement. Okay, so there we go.
Some people get their feelings hurt, but it's okay.
Oh shit.
Well, listen, you can't please everybody.
No, trust me, you can't.
So what made you go there?
The people, the people that I know, like, and trust.
Okay.
So people that I've worked with side by side in an office for 16 hours a day. Those people.
Nice.
Yeah. Because I know them. I know how they work. I trust them. Yeah. And I know we're not here to fuck around and drink champagne all day.
Yeah.
We're here to work.
Yeah. Make shit happen.
That's what I'm about. I don't need anything else.
Yeah. Good, I mean, because at the end of the day, you can do other shit in your free time,
No, I'm here to build. I'm here to grow, and I'm here to get better.
Nice.
So, and what do you want to do specifically? So you want to build a big team, increase your volume, buy more real estate, or what
I would like to buy more real estate, and that requires more capital. So right now it's more about volume. Yeah. So we're actually going to be doing and have started doing a lot of nationwide deals.
Okay. Really?
Obviously I love California. California's the best, but nationwide there's a lot of business.
Yeah.
See, I've always thought that was one of the big advantages to being a lender versus a realtor.
Yeah.
When you're a realtor, it's really kind of, you're pretty hyper focused to where you can drive an hour or two. I mean, obviously we're licensed for the whole state. We can do stuff, from Redding, where the fuck that is, down to San Diego or something. But,
Victorville, gotta love
Greg
Victorville.
just did a listing in Victorville. Oh God. But with the loans, it really is cool that you can just, it opens up the whole damn US.
It does.
Yeah.
Nationwide.
For the most part. Yeah.
Nationwide. And one thing I found with the loans is a lot of people don't know what they could do. A lot of people don't know they could buy. A lot of people don't know they have opportunities, right? Everybody thinks you need 20% down and all that kind of thing. You don't.
Yeah.
If you're self-employed, you can get a loan.
Yeah.
A good one.
Yeah.
If you have multiple properties, you can get another property.
Yeah.
There's ways to do that.
Yeah.
So nationwide, especially like in other states, a lot of people are like, well, I don't have 20%, and your house is over there 400K. Like you could do it with 5%. You could do it with 0%.
Right.
It just depends on your situation.
How hard is it for somebody if they're watching this and they're into real estate investing, let's say in particular? How hard is it to start getting multiple loans? So say they've bought their primary residence, maybe they have a rental, maybe they have two or they have none, but they want to start growing a rental portfolio. Does that get incrementally easier, harder? How different are the loan programs when you want to start picking up these rental properties?
I would say it's hard if you don't have a good accountant.
Okay.
Because if you have a good accountant and you have rentals, you can create a good amount of income that way.
Yeah.
If you have a business, you can report a good amount of income that way and not pay necessarily a lot of taxes. So I think a good accountant is key. And the communication with the loan officer and the accountant is super important. Because
people need to start up front with you guys versus go.
If you want to buy more properties, you already own 5. You're going to need a plan on how to get the next one. Right. So before you do your taxes, let's talk about it. I'll talk with your accountant and we'll make sure your numbers are somewhere around there or what you need to do to get there. Yeah. So the loan programs, there's so many. Yeah. And everything can work for you. But it depends on, do you have property? Are you self-employed? But all of those things make it easier.
Interesting. Okay.
Obviously, if you know what you're doing as a loan officer, you could do it.
And would you say that the lending environment, because obviously, again, just in my 20-year real estate career, I've seen it. I mean, I got in right before everything crashed. So I saw it go to shit for a while and then it's kind of slowly got better. But we've gone through these ebb and flow years where sometimes stuff gets real tight. Obviously, the last couple of years, rates shot up. Some lenders got nervous, at least on the commercial side, because of all this, revolving debt that needed to be refinanced. Yep. And so, I guess the question would be, do you see the loan market right now tightening, loosening, staying similar? And I guess I would say like today is what we're in October 10th, guys. Yeah. So, going into, we're in Q4 here in 2025. But the question would be for like next year, do you see like the lending side getting easier? Are rates going to come down? You don't have that crystal ball, but you're in the business. This is what you do. Yeah. Where do you think it's, the programs are going?
Well, for sure rates will trend down.
Yeah.
How far down? I don't know. Right. We'll see how bad the economy gets. Right. But I think, I think they will get better. Now, in terms of lending, has it gotten easier? I would say not at all. No.
Underwriting's more strict.
Underwriting is very strict. And then, over time, things start, in the lending world, things start becoming a problem. Certain loans become a problem, and now they're no longer available.
So they pull them.
Yeah, they pull them. So
like the NAGAMs back in the day, the option arms, man. Everybody had those things.
I hate everybody that was able to make a ton of money off of that because I was in grade school.
Yeah.
So they ruined it for people like me. But
that was a big product back in 05, 04, 03, 02. Yeah.
Everybody in the business tells me like, well, back before they got,
I don't want to hear $2 million houses because they're doing a pickup payment in NAGAM.
We were making 6 points on that.
Oh, crazy. Crazy. Greg remembers. He was doing that then.
Yeah. I actually worked for a hard money lender, AmeriQuest. It's gone, but back in the day, they were stated income and so waitresses.
Greg's rich.
Yeah, exactly.
I spent it.
So I got the house in Redondo. Yeah.
That's how he did it.
But you see things getting underwriting. You're saying is
underwriting's strict. Yeah.
Strict. Yeah.
I don't see loans becoming, I guess you could say, like more lenient.
Yeah.
But I do see obviously there's ways to do it. Yeah. And I mean, like correctly, like with your accountant, with how you're planning, with the loan officer, you can get whatever you need.
Whatever you need.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good. It seems like there's more programs available.
Yeah, I mean, there's still, to a certain degree, obviously you got the conventional FHA, all the normal stuff, but I mean, you do have some type of stated or bank statement loans.
Non-QM, yes.
Self-employed.
Right. That includes, that's really
DCR,
for self-employed.
DSCR loans, whatever.
That's investment, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so all of those, and then you still have the hard monies. And if you wanted to go into fix and flips and you got a plan for it, you could do that too.
And you offer all those.
Yes, I can help with all of those.
Yeah.
Nice. So if somebody wants to list their house or buy a house through you or buy an investment property or refinance, obviously, I mean, one-stop shop, you can do it.
I would argue
you got a good CPA you can let them talk to in the process?
I would argue it's better to work with one person than two.
Yeah.
Meaning like one agent and one lender. Why? Because the lender, if the loan is solid, you're good.
Yeah.
If you don't have a loan, you might not have anything and you might lose your deposit.
It all starts with the show me the money. Let's go.
If the loan is not solid, don't do it.
Yeah. That is the big one.
You're going to be in a world of hurt. I've seen it a lot.
I talked to a lot of people that they haven't talked to a lender yet. You know, they want to buy. Well, have you talked to a lender yet?
No, a lot of people
I
don't.
know.
And a lot of agents don't know what the hell they're doing. So they're just like, oh, I got the approval letter. We're good. No, you're not. No, you're not.
Yeah.
Well, listen, I've got a couple other, I know we don't want to go into like a long myth busting, but you know what? We found that some of the people that watch have really like messaged us saying that they love it when we do some Q&A. So even when we do our solo shows, we just kind of like run through, commonly Googled things, whatever. And I know I sent you a few of them. We've already talked about a couple of them, but I'm just going to kind of cruise through this list
Kendall's
here.
on the hot seat
out
right now.
Yeah.
There's no right or wrong answer. No.
Well, I mean, refinancing doesn't make sense right now. Is that a myth? Because the rates have been so high. Are there people out there refinancing?
It makes sense for people that have a higher rate than what you can get today, or people that have a lot of debt. And need to consolidate.
They need to consolidate.
Yeah.
Because even if they're still getting a high mortgage rate, their
the overall
credit card debt might be at 20%.
You're paying
whatever.
25% on that. Yeah. The payment's a lot higher. So there's ways to calculate that.
Gotcha. And you guys are still doing a good amount of refis right now? Or is most of your business purchase?
Both. I would say both. I would say it's probably like 60-40 purchase.
60-40.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You have to own your own primary home before buying, or in this case, financing an investment property.
No, you don't. You can get an investment property without having a primary. The only caveat to that is if you wanted to go with no income, like a DSCR type of loan, where the rents of the property are qualifying, then you would need a primary.
Oh, you do?
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
especially if it's like in next proximity to where you live. Yeah, because then there's occupancy questions.
Right.
That makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
What about the whole idea of like house hacking, right? So people start off, they get like an FHA loan or a 5% down conventional, whatever, they buy the house. And then, and we have people that come to us and are like, man, I want to do that next one, but I said I was going to live there for 3 years or 2 years or 1 year, whatever it is, and blah, 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 and then they're worried like, okay, and if I have an existing FHA or a VA loan or something, can I get another property? And by the way, I'm sure it depends because obviously it's situational, right? You got to dig in and hear more about the file.
Right.
But generally speaking, if someone has one of those loans, as long as it has been a certain amount of time, they can get another one, right?
Yeah, there's also situations where your family's growing, your job relocated,
okay,
those types of things. So if that fits and there's a strong argument for it and it does check out,
you guys can get the LOE, the letter of explanation in there, like, hey, here's what's going on, Mr. Underwriter.
Yes, you're gonna need to explain it and document it. So if it makes sense and you actually have a case for it, you can get another FHA loan.
Okay,
for sure.
What's the biggest mistake somebody could make if they're getting ready to apply for a home loan? Like
a lot.
Yeah, there's probably a lot of them.
There's a lot.
Go buy a boat, finance. I don't know. All the normal shit we probably are thinking of, right?
The common things are going into high payment debts, right? Yeah. So like a car, something unnecessary, furniture, stuff like that before you close on your loan.
Yep.
Those are the most common. But obviously staying employed. That's a big one.
Keep your job.
Yeah.
You might need the income to qualify.
If you're hourly and you need to be full-time, make sure you're getting your full hours. Those things. Some people decide to take some time off because now they're home shopping. And it's like, dude, your pay stub came in at half the time. What's going on?
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Do you, I know we touched on taxes. Do you ever have the problem where people own a business? Greg owns, let's say he owns a bunch of dry cleaners or whatever. The business brings in $500,000 a year, but he they wrote everything off. So at the end of the year, their adjusted gross is like, I made $17,000, right. and now they want to come apply for this loan that, by the way, they can afford. Yeah. So are they having to amend taxes, or what do they usually do in that situation?
I think that's the best thing to do as a business owner. You don't want to pay taxes.
No.
Who wants to
that's the issue. You want to write it off, but then it screws you up on qualifying. No.
There's a lot of things that can be used, and this is where the accounting comes in, like depreciation. Certain write-offs can be put back in. Yeah. So depreciation is a big one, right? But I would say, I think you should write it off as a business owner, because unless you really love your state and government, go ahead, send them a bunch of money and then qualify without any problems. Or go with the non-QM route without your taxes and just use your business to qualify. You can use bank statements if you have healthy deposits. You can use a profit and loss from your accountant. Those types of things. Obviously, they're higher down payments.
And the rate's a little higher.
And it's slightly higher.
Slightly.
I would say half a point maybe.
That's not bad.
That's not bad.
Half a point for $50,000, $100,000 to send to the state and federal. I think that's
an easy decision.
Yeah.
What are rates right now? Typically, are people getting on the normal most loans you're doing 6.5, 6, 7?
I would say high fives, low sixes.
High fives. Okay, so they've gone down quite a bit.
Yeah. So like your traditional FHA conventionals in the high fives, Non-QM, bank statement type. It's like
Isn't it
low
so
sixes.
funny how when people hear now like a 6% rate or a 5.9 or something, they're like, "Fuck yeah, I got to a 5. I got a 5 in front of it."
That's how I feel.
You know,
Yeah.
100%. Because I mean, again, for the last two years or whatever, 30 months, whatever, 20 something months, it shot through the roof. Everybody got that rate shock. We're like, oh man, people were bitching about having a 4% interest rate. He's giving me a 3.8. This guy down the street was saying 2.5. You know, now all of a sudden the rates went up to 7-8%. And you know, and so yeah, it's, you know,
So
5 is a good rate again, is my point. 5 already was a 6.
You still have people that are mad because it's a 6 and not a 3.
Right.
I mean, and then these people are like, well, I want a 3 without a 3, or, you know, whatever. What you're praying for and what you're asking for is the collapse of the economy or a COVID 2.
Yeah.
If that happens, then you'll get your 3%.
Yeah.
Right.
But I don't see that happening.
You don't see that happening. Yeah.
God, let's hope not. That COVID first round was rough enough. Yeah.
Yeah, let's not do that again.
I'm ready for this one though.
Yeah, exactly. You gonna put a mask on again?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, absolutely.
Well, that's why, you know, real estate's been a little stagnant. I mean, I'm just speaking for Los Angeles, but people, you know, they have 4% or 3.5% 30-year fix. Where are they going to go? I think that is changing now as rates start dropping.
Well, you know what I've noticed? It seems like since the tail end of summer, a lot more inventories come on. I don't know if that's also been a function of the rates starting to finally come down, because for a while we didn't have the inventory, and that's obviously kept prices high. But all of a sudden it seems like we're looking around, like in some of the neighborhoods we're flipping some homes around here and stuff. All of a sudden there's like, oh, there was 1 in this building, and now there's like 7 or 8, and we're like, where the hell did that come from? All of a sudden it's like almost the last 2 months it feels like.
People are starting to, you know, move around,
which is good, because now they're getting confidence to make a move. But now it's obviously that initial impact to the, you know, they got a little bit more competition on the seller front, I think.
Yeah, I think it's a good thing.
It's a good thing, right?
Too. Yeah. I think more inventory is good. Obviously, it doesn't help the current homeowners with their skyrocketing
They're trying to get the highest price ever.
Yeah, so it becomes more of a buyer market, but that's good because now there is more volume. There's more transactions.
And it's relative. If they're going to sell something and take a little bit of a haircut on the price or to what they thought they were going to get, and then they're going to go be a buyer, and they're going to probably have more options to choose from.
The other thing I would say is people that are on the sidelines now have, if they're working with somebody that knows what they're doing, and you're going to negotiate on an offer, you can negotiate price and credits, and those credits can give you a great rate.
Yeah.
So you don't have to have a 5.9. You can do buy downs or year buy downs based on the credit. So you can get a good rate. That's not the problem. Right. I think the deal, for me, I think the price and the deal is the most important thing.
Most important.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. Are you telling people to date that? What do they say? Marry the house, date the rate. I don't know. Should I hear on probably a TikTok or something?
Yeah, people say that. I actually did that when I bought the house. I bought my house in 23 and I had like a 9% rate. So I just refied like 2 months ago.
You were all in. You were like, I'm going.
Well, it was a good deal.
Yeah.
Nobody was making offers on it. I gave them a low ball offer and they ignored me.
You got a pool and everything. I think I've seen your house on. Yeah, that thing's sick.
Yeah, they called me back a few weeks later. At first, they were like, no, come up to this price or no. And I said, I'm not interested. I don't care.
And they're like, Kendall, can we talk about that?
No,
we really didn't mean like fuck off. We actually meant like, come on over and talk about a deal.
Just kidding, Kendall.
Yeah, I think 3 weeks later, they called me and they were like, hey, so are you still interested? And I was like, at the offer I submitted. They're like, yeah, we're interested. Wow. I was like, oh shit, now I gotta buy a house.
Yeah, right. You're like, oh shit, here we go.
No, for real. That's when I was like, oh fuck, I was kind of fronting a little bit, but
You're like, well,
now I gotta do it. Yeah. So I did that.
So, and you just refied.
I just refied. Yeah, and it's great. I feel like
brought the payments way down.
Yeah,
that's cool.
So a lot of my clients are doing that too. That had like 7% from last year. Yeah. Right now.
Because I mean, effectively, it's a good point lower, right?
It's at least a point lower. At least a point. And depending on your loan amount, that's $500, $600, $700.
I was just gonna ask that. Okay, $500, $600, $700.
Yeah, and if you can't make sense of that, you're crazy. I've had some clients that are like, "Oh, $500 not a lot," and I go,
I'm sorry.
"Are you sure about that? Because you called me and said you wanted to lower your payment."
Yeah. What did you want to do? Knock $3,000 off it? I mean, come on, $500 is pretty good.
Yeah, I think that's the misconception. They're like, "Oh, refi, I can knock off $1,000, $2,000." I'm like, dude, you have a $500,000 house. Like, I'm sorry. The point is like $500. Like, okay, take it.
Oh man, that's funny.
That's true. Yeah.
So one of the things I know we're getting close to time here, but I've seen that you've also, like, with the networking and the social media, going to events and things. Like, Greg and I are always asking everybody that comes on, like, how important is it to get out there, in your opinion, and network and be at some of these events and to meet more people and grow your sphere of influence? to your business. We sort of touched on that with social media.
Yeah.
But what do you say to, again, the person that's kind of like at home and not sure if they should drive to that event or they should get on that Zoom or if they should go to that party or they should do whatever? Has that been important at all to your career? And do you get out there a lot? Because to me, it seems like you kind of have two sides. Where one side is like you're working these long ass days. You get home, you're like, fuck, I don't want to talk to anybody. Yeah. I want to chill. But then I see that you're out there doing stuff, and obviously through your and through your connections, self-admittedly, you've been able to open up all kinds of doors, right, in your career. And so it is kind of a little bit of that. But what do you say to people if they're struggling with getting out there?
I got a good answer to that. I think it's intention, what you want out of it, right? There's a lot of people that are just don't know what to do, and if you absolutely have no idea what you're doing, then take more time to figure out what you want to do.
Yeah.
But a lot of people just go because they want to get a free drink and want to go act like they're doing something or act like they're working when they're not, which is a waste of time.
Some people spend too much. Right. Some people spend, especially realtors. We have the joke about like the realtors. You offer them a free lunch or a drink or anything. You'll have them all out there.
You'll have them all out there.
Especially if it's like a midday on a Tuesday. They're like,
and you won't get, let's say you offer that, you won't get any business out of it.
Right.
So if, like me personally, there has to be a purpose for it. Like I'm doing this because I'm supporting a friend, because I'm part of the event, because I'm meeting some people and I want to strengthen that relationship, that kind of thing. Right. And so back when I was getting started, my intention was to meet certain people.
Yeah.
And that's what I did.
And
I met, I didn't go because I want to go party and drink with these people because I think they're cool.
Right.
Yeah,
a lot of people do that.
Right.
So I would say
does that. So I mean, that's pretty much
not anymore though.
But they think he's George Clooney. That's right.
He's signing autographs. Literally. No, Greg and I were at the airport. This is about a month ago because we fly up to Sacramento quite a bit because we have property up there. And I swear, we're walking through LAX, and I'm like, "What the fuck is Greg?" And because our flight's about to take off. And he's over here, and there's two people like surrounding him. This one guy, I don't know where the fuck he was from, but he's like doing a selfie with Greg, and he's like laughing. He got a big smile. I swear he thought Greg was George Clooney.
This guy comes running across, and I didn't know what he was doing. He was talking. He wanted an autograph, or he wanted a photo. And at first I was like, "No, you're." I said, finally, I said, "Forget it. Let's just do it."
I was like, "Fuck it, let's do
it." If I was you, I'd milk the hell out of it. I would play the part, especially if I'm going to the airport.
Yeah. So that went well.
Yeah. So I would say intention. Just as long as you're doing it with the right thing.
That's a really good answer, Kendall. I totally agree. Like, like a lot of realtors they're just kind of floating around and figuring things out, which is fine. You have to figure things out, but I think you nailed it. Just what is your intention behind this?
Yeah. Don't go waste your time. If you're going to go do that, you might as well just get better at figuring out what you want to do.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah. It's a good one.
Well, if somebody wants to get in touch with you, they want you to be their real estate agent. They want to do some loans. They want to make some shit happen. How do they find you, man? Where do they find you?
You can send me a message on social media.
Okay.
It's first and last name, Kendell Angeles.
I love that name, by the way.
Yeah.
Angeles. There we go.
People don't believe that's my name. It is.
Yeah, I feel like, were you related to like a mayor at some point over here or something? Like, come on, man.
Angeles is my last name and I love it. But my first name is very whitewashed, so I don't know. It's
there you go. Yeah. Bounce. It's kind of like Brandon Locascio.
Yeah.
It's like a hard Italian last name.
And what is the most important thing people need to realize, Kendall, when they get into real estate? And I'll answer it, to talk to a lender first.
Absolutely.
Right.
Talk to the man.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you will avoid a lot of pain and unknown stress in a transaction if you have a good game plan with the lender. A lot of times people get into it and then they're like, I have to pay this off. I have to put more down. And you got 20 days closed or something like that.
Yeah,
and everybody's stressed out.
Yeah.
And then they're like, why? Well, because your lender sucks. That's why.
Right.
Yeah, for real. I've had those conversations with people.
And we've met a lot about.
All
it's like
lenders
anything
are
else.
created equal.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Yeah.
And agents as well.
But
the lending is very important.
That is true.
Yeah.
Well, listen, man, that's what's up. You guys heard it here. So if you guys are looking to do some real estate, some loans, make some stuff happen, get with Kendall, send him a DM. Get in front of them, talk business, get pre-qualified, whatever you're gonna do, but call Kendall. Let's make it happen, man.
Yeah. No, thank you guys.
Nice
Appreciate being here.
Kendall.
Thank you so much.
Let's make it happen, bro.
Appreciate it, guys.
Thank you. Appreciate you. That's a wrap.